I am so excited for this conversation. Ronnie Loaiza is known as Ronnie Lo Habit Coach and helps people create simple, sustainable habits that lead to lasting success in business, health, fitness, and life. Okay. A master certified professional life coach and certified habit coach, she teaches how small, consistent actions create momentum, transform thinking, and unlock greater potential at any stage of life. Ronnie is sharing how to expand your potential, create habits that build your capabilities. Welcome, Ronnie.
Thank you. I loved your session, Desi.
Oh, thank you.
I needed to hear that this morning because we often are so busy with work and our clients, we don't stop and talk to ourselves. Self, ask
Nope.
those hard questions. And they're not
Yeah.
hard, they're hard to answer sometimes.
Yeah. Well, and I think that's by design, right? The
Yeah.
universe doesn't put anything in our path that isn't challenging us to our next level, right?
Mhm.
Complacency is a killer. I'm just gonna
And
say it.
that's the thing, potential. Not to bogart this, I know you have an interview, but I just wanted to share potential. When you look it up, I can just spend hours in a thesaurus in a dictionary. Potential is not, you don't want to reach your potential. Potential is just possibility, possible power. What's the potential? 5 volts. Now I'm going to make it 8 volts. You don't want to reach it. You can always grow it and expand it and change it. Know what I mean? Change the currency of it. Your potency, that's your final end. So yeah, you can expand how capable you are. You can expand your own possibility.
I love that so stinking much. So good. Um, okay. Yes, I know we're doing a back and forth conversation right now, so I'm ready for this. Are you ready?
Ready?
Okay. We hear a lot about habits, routines, discipline. We hear it all over the place, right? In your experience, what actually separates the people who create lasting change from those who keep starting over?
Oh, I've never been asked about the people itself, just about the process. So thank you. Um, yeah, I have to admit, and I actually went on one time. I was being interviewed about something that, not every client succeeds at first, and a lot of people skin their knees, and a lot of people quit. And when I first became a coach, I took it really personally, like, what am I doing wrong? Nothing. People always say you have to be ready, but the thing is, what people start, and I know I'm broad brushing, when people start with a new, I want to change this, I want to improve that, I want to take this course or this program or whatever it is, or create a habit, people think they're going to go all gung ho and they depend on all the discipline, like you said, and the almighty motivation, but they forget the one thing, the foundation before setting that big goal and taking all the plans and the steps, is that's not what they were doing in the first place. The steps. People always look at the big end goal. They don't look at each tiny step. So they take on too much and then they quit because they're being rewarded already. Bad habit, good habit alike, good routine, bad routine alike, lack of action, whatever it is, you're getting a reward. We're all getting dopamine. We're used to doing what we do. So we take on new action. Our brain, even though we say we're ready for change, we want to improve, we're all gung ho, our brain just goes change, change, change. Whoa, danger. So the
Yeah.
people that kind of slide off or they slip, we're all alike. Okay. It's not that we're lazy, not that we're not motivated. It's just they're not facing, what void am I filling? What reward am I getting out of this? What am I getting out of this in action? It's not a consequence, it's just a fact. And if people would start looking at just the fact, like you were talking about judgment, don't
Mhm.
misjudge. Judgment, actually, we do it all day long. We're judging, 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 judging. It's just discerning.
Right.
We take judgment from our wisdom and our experience. That's a good thing. The hard part is being raw honest, like you just were in your session with yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and judge myself, meaning look at the facts, admit it to myself, admit from my wisdom that. So people should judge themselves in a good way, meaning just look at the facts and be honest with yourself. What void am I filling? And what am I getting out of this?
Yeah. Yeah, I love that. Homeostasis is what you're pointing to,
Yeah.
right? With danger. Danger. That's your homeostasis. It's your subconscious keeping you safe.
So what
And
separates is people
yeah.
aren't more driven, the ones that go for it. They just take the tiny steps and they get help, accountability, sharing, community, a coach, a therapist, whoever, and whatever it takes. They get help. You need a lifesaver because you're just learning something new and how to change.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. And oftentimes we get discouraged by failure or perceived failure,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then we slip back and we slip back and we slip back. And what you're pointing to is exactly something that I share all the time, right? It's the small actions taken consistently that get you further so much faster than big actions taken on and overwhelmed, right?
It is. And, I want to say this is I didn't create it, but success, whatever success is to you in whatever endeavor at the moment, success is a product of our habits,
Right.
meaning we think it's going to be one big kapow transformation. No, it's a series of daily habits. And what are habits? Habits, you mentioned being born with, not with confidence. A baby starts earning confidence, like, whoops, I dropped that. Oh, I picked it up, whatever it is. A baby starts building confidence, like, I can do this. They fall, they cry, they get up again. So it's the same thing with habits. We weren't born with our habits. We started conditioning ourselves the day we were born. And our parents started conditioning us. Everybody around us started conditioning us. And here we are at this age, and society is still conditioning us. So we earn our confidence and we build our habits naturally.
Right. Let me ask you this, because I'm genuinely curious how you're going to answer this. What's a habit you've developed that seemed small at the time and completely changed the trajectory of your life or your business?
For my business. Wow, you're coming up with some good ones, Desi. This is a really good one.
I'm good at that.
Okay. It's more general. I get all excited because people start with adding more to their busy schedule. I've got to do this. I got to do that. I use a Google Calendar. Anyone familiar with that knows that they're color coded and you can shift them around. But those things get shifted down the line a lot. Or you think you can take on more and you just got to drive more and work harder and work faster and be more productive and all this stuff. The thing is, this is a true fact. I looked it up a week ago for a special thing. Online courses and business programs. And I'm talking the high ticket ones, 10,000, 20,000, 30,000. The high ticket courses. As many as 70% of people that buy them, this is good money, do not finish.
Mhm.
And there they lie in our computer file folders. And I'm like, well, who buys these not computer courses, but online courses and programs and all this? People that want to get ahead and achieve something and get that secret sauce, right?
Right.
So back to me and your question. And the answer is, I think most people don't finish these courses because the steps needed in those courses and programs and all this isn't what you were doing in the first place. Back to that, the homeostasis. And instead of adding more to your busy schedule, already before and for the rest of your life, have a time, and this is what I did, have a time for my goal achieving. Let's say it's just an hour, just hour arbitrarily. I started one client with 5 minutes in the morning. She's like, is that it? I'm like, same bat time, same bat channel. I know I'm dating myself. I'm like, I don't care if you show up for 5 minutes, half an hour, 20 minutes, whatever it is, just show up at the same time and have a plan B. If something happens, if a client calls, my kid's school calls, whatever, my plan B is if I didn't get it done at this time I set, I get it done at this time. So plan A, plan B. So instead of just like working out, I work out or do something physical for my body 7 days a week. That doesn't mean a hard workout. It could be 5 minutes stretching. It could be an hour long Pilates. It could be strength training one day, cardio another day, play another day. That's active. Notice the routine changes, but the fact that I move and do something every day doesn't. The routine, the goal is just that. The exercise is the habit. Same thing
Mm.
in work and my business. That what I'm working on may change, but I have my set time every day, and it's now weird if I don't. That's how you just, okay, what do I have to work on right now? This 1 hour of goal achieving.
Mm. I adore that. That was so brilliantly answered. Mm.
Because things
When,
take precedence, you have different
yeah,
things to work on.
absolutely, absolutely. Um, when someone feels stuck in the same patterns year after year, this homeostasis we're talking about, right?
Mhm.
What's usually happening beneath the surface for them?
Like you said before, fear, doubt. They fear, a lot of people say they fear success. I don't fear success. What we fear are this, what the consequences or what our vision looks like afterward. You know, is
Right.
it really going to be this? Or we fear that it may be that. We don't know. We don't have a crystal ball. We can have our own vision and our mission. So ask that question one more time.
What's when someone feels stuck in the same patterns year after year, what what's
What
usually
they
happening
feel.
beneath the surface?
They think this time, from what I can, when
Mm.
people are going through my mind right now, in front of my face, um, they just keep thinking, this time I'm going to do it. This
Yeah.
time I'm going to stick with it. Instead of trying something new or seeing why that didn't work. And again, be honest with yourself. I have a client, I have a friend. She was a good friend years ago, pre-COVID, who every year, like clockwork, would do this weight loss detox liquid diet every year. And I was kicking back, and I wasn't a coach yet. I was a personal trainer. And I'm like, Norma Jean, that's her name. I'm sure she wouldn't mind me using her name because she really touts her body now. I'm like, why are you doing this again? She's like, because I want to lose weight. I'm like, it didn't stay off from last year. And she stood back and showed me her body. And she's like, no. She finally listened to me. I'm like, I'm going to take you on. You're my buddy. 6 years later, she has not gained the weight back because she wasn't in the habit. And don't even mention lifestyle. I'm saying in the habits of what it takes to be at the weight, the fitness, the condition you want to be, whether it's personal or in your profession, the little habit every day. She has kept it off. No more dieting, no more detoxes. So, same for business. What are you doing every day to progress to your goal? Momentum beats motivation every day, hands down. Even if you do the minimal amount that you set time for, you're still on track and still moving. Even on your worst day when you least feel like it, it's still progress.
Right. Oh, so this conversation is so good. Um, I have a challenge for you.
Mhm.
I would like you to give every attendee one challenge to complete over the next 30 days. What would it be and why?
The challenge would be starting today, right now. In fact, take out a piece of paper or put it on your Word doc, put in your phone, whatever you're doing right now, and think of that goal. If you have a problem with the goal, choosing that goal, get with me afterward. We'll figure it out because usually you think it's one thing and it's something else. But think of that goal right now and pick one tiny, tiny action that's so doable that not only can you do it every day, you will do it. Even like I said, on your most out of control, busiest day when you least feel like it. Pick one action, no more, not two or three. One action. Pick a time that you're going to get it done and pick a backup time. Action time, and repeat, 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 repeat. 30 days from now, see where you are. If you slip off once, that's fine. That's normal. If you slip off twice, you forgot. Give yourself an activator, celebrate yourself, celebrate yourself, celebrate yourself. Every time you're going to take that action, yay me, I'm a rock star. Say it out loud, somatic, because when you hear it, your brain goes, noted, capable, doing it. I'm doing it, done. Celebrate yourself. If you want, celebrate with other people. Because when you celebrate yourself, back to that dopamine, you get that hit of dopamine, you get that reward. So pick an action, a tiny action. I mean, it seems like this isn't going to get me anywhere. It's a little action going towards your goal. Yes, it will.
Mm, I love that challenge. because those little actions, when you achieve them, they build your confidence. And it's going to compound and snowball for you in a way that is moving in a positive direction.
Yeah, when you celebrate
Yeah.
and your brain hears that and you're showing yourself proof, that's earned confidence. So
Mm-hmm.
have fun with it, joy. It can take 1 minute, 5 minutes, and it usually grows and it builds momentum. What we need right now toward that goal is consistency, consistency, consistency. And that doesn't mean you have to push yourself. Okay, I'm going to choose my goal. I'm going to go on video 5 times a week. Okay, pick something realistic. you know, I mean, you're more
Yeah.
than welcome to go on 5 days a week, but it's not something like a big secret sauce thing that you got to do. It's just one tiny action toward the end goal. Why would you be doing a video every day? Why are you going live on TikTok every day? That's the goal, not the TikTok.
Right. And I love I love how you're explaining it. And it's pointing to SMART goals. We've all heard of SMART goals, right? Um, yeah, definitely. I know we're coming up on the end of our time here in a few minutes, but I have this question. I feel like it's going to challenge you a little bit. What do you think people misunderstand most about personal growth and expanding their potential?
That it's all woo woo.
Hmm.
That's what I think. Maybe that's my misconception and my bias. We all have biases, okay, good or bad. Um, I think that people like woo woo, but if it's all woo woo rather than practical, I call myself the pragmatic wooist. If you keep thinking that, you keep thinking it's just like magic potion, tarot cards. Um, I'll apply it now and maybe not now. And that's just it. You don't have to make habits stick.
Yeah.
And I know I keep saying habits, but that's just it. Because once they are a habit by its very definition, that's it. You don't think about it. They're automatic, autopilot from the subconscious habits. So I think the preconception is that there's a formula, a plan, because we hear it from people. We have programs and plans and follow this formula. They're just a way to take the steps. Go back to the end goal. The preconception is whatever biases you already have. Take a look at your biases. Take a look at your own biases and why do you think that? And get the answers for that.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. So, speaking from experience, when I develop habits, what I have found is once I'm a few months into the habit, I've streamlined it and optimized it so it takes even less time than what I had originally gone into it for, right? So, I mean, that's something too is sticking to something in that way. You're able to look at it and say, "Oh, I can make this go a little faster.
Yeah,
I
you
can
play with
put
it.
this process in place."
The habit
Right?
is the action that you do
Yeah.
automatically. It's weird. What you do with that every day can be different, but you're in
Yeah.
the habit of doing it.
I love that permission. I love that permission.
And it's not a work style or a lifestyle. I mean, brushing your teeth isn't a lifestyle, it's a habit. Make that the same, make that be true for your work habits. It's just what
Mhm.
we do.
Okay. Final question, and then I'm going to have you share about your gifts. When you hear the phrase empower your potential, what does that mean to you personally?
Sort of like what we began with is potential is possibility. I'm
Mm-hmm.
still growing, evolving, learning, teaching, sharing. So your potential is as much as you can push it and you can nudge it and you can keep it going a little bit and then a lot. So to me personally, my potential is hope. It's that tunnel with that light, and I'm still going through that tunnel. And I hope there's never an end. you
Mm-hmm.
know, we're limitless.
Right. I love that.
And
Now,
that's not click your heels 3 times, Pollyanna, say affirmations, and all of a sudden I'm a trillionaire. No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying from within, you have the potential to achieve.
yeah. Yeah. Well, now we have a couple of minutes. And I know you're sharing a free gift for everyone and a VIP gift for our amazing audience. Would you mind sharing a little bit more about those?
Okay, I give a handout just because it's fun. We all work. A 10-minute easy peasy workout. I came up with it during the pandemic. It's just so don't laugh at the Canva made thing that I made. This was 6 years ago. I'm not an artist, but I had fun making it. And it's just showing you how you can do a quick 10-minute workout.
Right.
And I made it 10 minutes because it's like the 7-minute workout, but we all take little breaks and we go slower. But it's for the busy working woman. I named it. Men can do it. And you can even do it in 5 minutes. So there's that. Also, there's a 5-question quiz. Easy peasy, answer it quickly. First thing
Ah,
that comes to mind, like you said, don't overthink it, but answer honestly. Now, the PDF, the Google Doc that you will get is mostly about it's titled about why you don't stick with your fitness, eating, or self-care habits, but it applies to every and each habit. So take the 5 questions, it comes back to me, I'll evaluate it, and we can have a talk, we can have a chat. And like I said before, if you can ask questions about your actual goal and the difference between a short-term goal, long-term goal, and also about that action. And then the VIP gift is one power session. And we work. We really, really do work.
I love it. So I dropped in the chat for you guys the dashboard link. If you are not yet VIP, there's a VIP upgrade link. It's called Inner Circle in our space. Deanna, I'm going to bring you into this amazing fold over here. How was that for you?
My gosh, I loved it so much. I'm like nodding, nodding. I got my workout nodding at Ronnie. I loved it. And then she got a huge laugh on me that brushing your teeth isn't a lifestyle, it's a habit.
I
That is
hope.
just gold. Like sometimes they make it bigger in your head than it actually has to be.
Right.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. Oh, by the way, in the VIP gift, we do go through the process of making habit. There is a science-backed actual process.
Nice.
Amazing. I want to say thank you so much, Ronnie, for joining us. That was
Me.
incredible insights. I love your perspective. You've honored us. So great.